Hello. Getting set up and logged in on our Instagram channel as well as here on YouTube. Great. And we'll see who joins. Hi, nice to have you. So I'm going to get set up back on the mat. If you want to come to a seat on your mat, we'll give it a couple moments while people join, and then we'll get moving. So this class, my goal is that we are able to release some anxiety as it's feeling a bit, it's a bit tense still right now. Hi there. And anxiety is something that comes through the mind and influences the body, right? And can change our physiochemistry and all that jazz. And so this practice is one that influences our mind. Yoga is essentially through the mind, and we use the body to move out of the busyness of the mind. And so just taking a couple moments to get comfortable. Any seat will do for now. We'll start with some breath work, which I always laugh when life imitates practice and vice versa. This breath work called Brahmari breath, which I'm sure if you've practiced with me here at Flex and Flow, we've done in my class a few times, but it's one which helps alleviate stress and will essentially make sound, and the sound is going to travel down the vagus nerve through the heart and to the belly, which can help alleviate tension and stress. So, but it also, back to what I was saying, how it imitates life. You might have done this as a little kid when you're like, I'm not listening, and you just kind of make all these sounds. Hold on, we have something going on our phone right there. Sorry, it just paused. Hi, Brosh. Nice to have you. And so what we'll be doing is actually sticking our fingers in our ears. And you can either do that by bypassing the little piece of cartilage there, or you can press that piece of cartilage gently in. And you don't have to do this hard, but you're just gonna block off the external by way of sound, so kind of cutting off one of the senses. And it'll be an inhale through the nose, and then the exhale, you're just gonna hum through the mouth, let it vibrate the skull all the way down, and just see how you feel. So let's start taking just a couple moments to naturally breathe. Get a sense for how your mind is right now, if it feels really busy. If you're switching course, coming straight from work, or just doing something else that was taking your attention, start to really drop that attention here. Lean into your spine in a way that you feel yourself being held upright comfortably. And then give the hips and the fronts of the thighs permission to relax through the groins there. And then relax any extra hold. If you have the habit like me to hold the belly, relax the diaphragm a little bit. And then just drop the chin slightly. And we'll start to invite in this Brahmari breath. Slowly inhale through your nose. Index fingers come and plug the ears. And for your exhale, just hum. next round, just feel that vibration kind of buzzing around like a bee inside of the mouth. Focus on the vibration. Inhale through the nose, plug the ears, and then hum your full exhale. Let it be long and smooth. We'll take one more round. Just let the sound eradicate any stress or tension in your mind and body. Inhale slowly. Plug the ears. And release the hands. Changing the switch of your legs if you had them one particular way. Keeping the eyes gently closed. Let's just begin to rock the chin towards the chest and over to one ear at a time. And maybe you keep hearing a sense of that humming within. Maybe you're going to invite humming into your exhales today at any time that you're feeling like trying that, letting it be a part of your practice if it's something new. I know for years I was uncomfortable making sounds in front of other people. And so sometimes when we get to practice at home, it's nice because we can be our most authentic self. We can just kind of like just let sounds out. Lift the head, drop the ears right and left slowly. And then pause your head through the middle. Draw your chin towards your chest. Lift your chest up towards your chin. And then keep the chest lifting up. Lift the chin all the way up. Just follow the line through the middle of the throat and look up. Lift the shoulders as you bring your head back center and then draw the shoulders down. And we'll come to hands and knees. And so just continue the awakening process and the welcoming process of yourself to your practice as we start to take it up a little bit. So letting the energy lift, lifting it in your heart. Start to rock your hips and your shoulders towards each other, right and left. Let the head just slowly follow the angle at which you're turning. And then we'll come up onto the shins, reach the arms up and overhead. Drop your tail down. Interlace your hands at your heart and then push the palms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the arms down. Change the pointer finger that's on top and adjust the fingers. Lift them up again with an inhale. And then exhale, bring them down. Hands and knees. This time we'll bend the elbows, drop the chest, and then back up. Like some very minimalist push-up type things, just to warm the arms and the hands. As you come down, notice what's firing, and try not to let parts of your palm kind of roll off of the mat. So just let the whole hand take some weight. Good. And then drop back into a quick child's pose. Slide your arms out in front of you. Touch the forehead to the floor. Invite a lengthening at the back of the neck. Invite a settling through the hips and the pelvis. Last breath in and out. bring your weight into your hands. Walk your feet back. Tuck your toes in as you press through your heels. Let that warm up your calves. Pubic bone gently lifting, especially if you have a really deep lumbar curve like I do. So just draw the pubic bone in, press the hands down. Let the neck feel free. And then we'll play with dropping the knees, dropping the head, bending the elbows and tapping the head down. Lift the belly up in response. And then pubic bone down, head reaches forward and up into cobra. Open the heart. As you exhale, push into your hands and your knees. Come back into that head hang, half plank position. And then high plank and downward facing dog. Take a few moments to adjust your hands and your feet, tips the distance, maybe a little bit wider. Shoulders the distance, maybe a little wider for your hands. And drawing into the spine. Lift the belly and the chest towards the back. And then settle into the arms. One more breath, just nice, strong hold here. And then bend the knees. Step yourself to the top of the mat. Folding over your thighs, grabbing your elbows with your opposite thumbs. Go on and rock your weight side to side. And then we'll hang the left hand down, keep a bend in the left knee. Start to reach your right arm forward and then open your chest up. Twist with the navel to the sky. And then right hand circles back and down. Releases to the floor. Press the right hand down. Bend the right knee. Reach the left arm up. Turn the navel to take a little twist to the left. And then exhale, sweep the hand down by your side and release into fold. Using our toes to start the action of standing up, let's press down and roll the spine to stand. And as we arrive, bend in your left knee, lift your right leg and lift your arms. And then step down to the right, lean and lift the left leg up. And then down. Up with the right knee. Down with the right foot. Up with the left knee. Down with the left foot. We'll hang in a bit of a chair-like shape, just dropping the thighs. Drawing the big toes and the inner knees towards each other. Bring your belly to your thighs if you can. Keep reaching your arms back. Let's hook those thumbs. Lift and roll the shoulders. Open the heart. From here, press into your big toes to stand up again. Lift your chest as your arms reach back. Inhale. And exhale, release and swing the arms. We'll inhale to sweep them up. And exhale, fold down. Lengthen the heart. Plant the hands, come to high plank pose. Playing with that version today if you'd like to drop the head. But as you lower down, keep the belly up and back. And then to the floor, cobra. Inhale. To downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, lift the thigh up. And swing that foot between the hands. We'll come up warrior two. And reverse the warrior. One more breath. And cartwheel the hands down to the floor. High plank pose. And travel to downward facing dog. Lifting up. Sending it back. Left leg to the sky. Bend the knee and lift the thigh up. And swing it between the hands. Warrior two. Let the pose land. And then reverse the warrior. A few breaths here. And just letting the change happen at the waist and the ribs, but not forcing it. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. High plank. And go on and travel to downward facing dog. Keep the spine nice and long. Right leg lifts. Bend the knee and lift the thigh up. And then swing the right foot between the hands. Again, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to floor. Move to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee. Swing it to the hands. Warrior two. Reverse. Hands to floor. High plank. And travel to downward facing dog. Drop the left heel in. We'll step the right foot forward, warrior one. Press through the back leg strong, lift the heart. Anchor that right thigh back, knee forward. One more breath. Warrior two. Change the chest, open it to the side of the room. Reverse your warrior. One more breath in. And cartwheel the hands to the floor. Take it the second way. After your travel to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Right heel is rooted at the back of the mat. We'll step between the hands, warrior one. Rise up. Take your time. Heart more forward. One more breath. Warrior two. Open it up. Let that left thigh come down. Reverse the warrior up and back. One more breath. And hands to floor. High plank. Travel to downward facing dog. Slow breath here. And a slow breath out. Look to the hands and travel to the top of the mat. And we'll fold down. Bring the weight towards the toes. Press the pelvis forward as you lift the belly. And then fold back down. Head towards shins. And you might be really far away. That's okay. You might have a deep bend in your knees. Also okay. Do what feels least stressful for your waist and your back. We'll bend the knees. Swim the arms back behind us. Poke your thumbs. Spread the chest and drop your belly to your thighs. From here, release the arms, stand tall, lift your right knee towards your chest. And then we'll swing the right leg back. Give that left thigh a strong squeeze. And then step back. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Side plank into your right hand. Start to draw your hips forward. Right hand is your base. Left leg might stay lifted. Press your right pinky toe edge. And then high plank. And travel to downward facing dog. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Travel to the hands, top of the mat, and fold over your legs. Again, you could hook behind your thighs if you'd like. We'll take a couple breaths in our fold. Pelvis forward. Bend the knees if you need to. Share some of the weight with your foot. Not too far in your toes, not too far back in your heels. Sink down, reach the arms back. Now, if you don't have your hook bind or thumb hook, hold your hips and lift your elbows. If you have your thumb hook, just hold for a moment. Draw the chin in, sink down, and then press off, lift up, left knee lifts, and then send it back slowly. And catch the floor. Three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Side plank into your left arm. So start to move forward as you open up. Right leg is tall if you'd like, or it sucks in. Hips are high. Heart is wide. One more breath. Come to your high plank. And again, traveling to downward facing dog. So many ways to get there. Take your pick. Slow breath in from downward facing dog. Slow breath out. Bend your knees, look to your hands and travel. Top of the mat, lift the heart this time. And fold over your thighs. Drop into that chair. We'll skip the bind here. Let's swim the arms up as the hips go down. Hands through heart. Let's turn to the left. Keep lifting the heart up. Drop the seat. Squeeze the knees, come back in through your middle, and then twist to the right. Drop your seat, knees forward, heart lifts. Try not to shove yourself into your twist. Use the navel for help. Back through the middle, inhale. And stand up, right knee to chest. Kick it back slowly. Pause. Feel a warrior three or airplane land, and then step to the floor, hands to the floor. Three-legged dog, inhale. To that side plank, right hand is the base. Left leg lifts. High plank. This time, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog, inhale. Step the right foot forward, exhale. Warrior two, inhale. Exhale. Reverse the warrior. And then stand up. We're going to lean into the left foot and then slide the right knee up, cross the ankle over the left thigh, and sink down into figure four. And then just notice where your hips are at. So maybe, like mine, you want to kind of drop out of your left thigh there. Hug that left sitting bone towards the right as you draw your heart down. From here, picking up the right big toe or underneath the knee, we'll open that leg out to the right. Flourish the heart wide. And then we'll step warrior two to the top of the mat. From here, half moon pose, right hand down, left leg lifts, heart rolls up. Lift the left arm. Slowly inhale. Runner's lunge, exhale. Step the left toes back. High plank pose. And travel to downward facing dog. Lift up. Back to down dog. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. fold. Sink into chair, hands lift. Through heart, twist to the right first. Look up and over the right shoulder, maybe open the arms. Hands through the middle, stay low, spread those feet, twist to the left. Look over the left shoulder, maybe open the arms. Come back through the middle. Ooh, press that right leg, lift the left thigh up. Give a little bend in that right knee if it wants to lock out and give out on you. Send it back, airplane. Hands to the floor. Three-legged dog, right leg high. And then we come into that side plank. Open out here. High plank close. And then left leg lifts, three-legged dog, inhale. And step between the hands, exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, land. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, spread the arms. Turn into your right foot over here and draw your left thigh up, ankle over. As you sit, do so with the intention of equalness across your sitting bones, but know that it's okay if it's not completely equal. Don't lose the support of your right leg. Gently squeeze underneath your left knee. We'll lift up and turn it open. Big wide heart. And then release and step it forward. Warrior two. Reverse. Half moon pose into that left leg. Lift the right arm and the right thigh. Giving into the earth and also repelling yourself away. One more breath. And two, runner's lunge. High plank pose. And travel. Downward facing dog. Take it back. Slow breath here. And let it out. We'll bring the right shin forward into half pigeon. Walk your left leg back. Lift up, and as you lower your pelvis towards the earth, also draw the navel in a bit while you bring your heart forward. Gently press into that right shin. Find a little bit of buoyancy supporting yourself away from the earth as you lean into it. Two more breaths. Start to lift the heart up. Look forward, and then maybe look up, lifting the chin slowly. And then press the earth round into your spine as you undo the shape. Draw your knee to your chest. Lean into your right hand. Kick your right leg out to the left. Fallen star. As you turn open, you might lower down and readjust your right hand. Fingers can turn out. Get your heart lifted. Back leg can be bent or straight. Close it down. Three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. You can hop your left leg in for a little more balance. And then bend the knee and open that hip. And then just keep slowly turning. Come onto your right fingers. Maybe your right toes step behind you. Knees both spin up to the ceiling. Press the heels. Lift the heart. Take some big circles with your right arm. Maybe you catch your head. And then high, hips, downward facing dog. Slowly inhale and slowly exhale. Left shin comes forward, bring it to the floor. Press against the earth as you lower your pelvis down. Lift your low belly up as you bring your heart towards the earth. Forearms down and hold. Take a moment to connect with the breath. Can you feel it at the back of the skull? And as you feel that connection, keeping yourself present with what is, instead of rushing towards what isn't, or what hasn't happened yet, which is oftentimes the story of anxiety. It's a story that we make up of something that hasn't happened, that might feel very real because we give it validity. So just taking a couple breaths to be with what is real, your breath, your body here, any other senses coming through. Start to lift your heart up when you're ready. Let the chin draw up to the ceiling. And we'll create falling star. Press the floor, flex your spine, lift your left knee to your chest. You might have to wiggle it out for a moment, and then kick it under to the right, and turn the heart open. See where you want to place the weight and try to share it with all the points on the earth. Okay. Close it down. Three-legged dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Support it with your right leg. Bend the knee. Lift the hip. Keep anchoring the left pelvis while you release the toes to the floor. And then spin open. Head might hang, arm could move. And then turn it to the floor, hips high, downward facing dog. Let's lower the knees. And then walk the fingertips forward for puppy dog pose. Spread the armpits, lower the chest towards the floor. I like to keep a little bit of a push into my hands. You can try that out. And rest right on the forehead. And then press into the hands, lift the heart up. Let's sit back onto the heels for a moment. And we'll just clasp the wrists or the elbows behind the back. Close down the eyes. Tall spine, so if you have the tendency to sag, let's eliminate that. Bring mindfulness up the spine. Imagine the front of your chest and the sides of the armpits lifting the collarbones towards the ceiling. And maybe your head wants to move here a little bit. Make figure eights with your chin. And then change the clasp of the arms. And again, maybe some movement through the chin. One more breath here. Maybe the hands join at your heart. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. You can add in a little vinyasa if you'd like. Shift it back. Okay, bend your knees. We're gonna flow through that sequence again. Look to the hands and travel to the top of the mat. Lengthen your spine forward and sit down into chair. Reach the arms up, twist to the left, back through the middle, and twist to the right. This time, holding that connection of your knee to your elbow, start to press yourself up until you're there and twist. Open the arms, kick the right leg. Now sweep it back. Quick warrior 3, hug the left hip, lift the tummy, and then step back and root the hands. 3-legged dog, inhale. Side plank into your right side. Exhale. High plank. This time, the right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Knee to chest. Step between the hands. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Lean into your left leg. Spin the heel. Eagle wrap this time. Right leg around left. Right elbow under left. Unravel. Grab your right big toe with your peace sign fingers or the knee and open it out. Look forward. Warrior 2, catch yourself there. Reverse. Half moon pose. Right hand down, left leg up, heart lifts. And land it back in a lunge. This time, bring your left knee to the earth. We'll inhale, roll the heart up. Exhale, press back into half split. You might lift your right toes if you'd like. Try to wrap that right hip down if it wants to curl up towards the ceiling. One more breath. For here, any way you want to travel to downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look to the hands, and travel to the top of the mat. Lengthen the heart, and fold down. Press to rise into chair. We'll twist to the right first. Just give it a moment to land. Hello. And then twist to the left. And see if you can press your left knee into your left elbow to pick you all the way up. And then once you're there, release. Keep your twist, kick your left leg, and then warrior 3. Take it back. Hug your right hip so it doesn't just collapse on you. Hug it in, lift that right thigh as you press your left leg. And then land it down, 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky. And then come into your side plank, left side. High plank, left leg, 3-legged dog. Step it between the hands. Warrior 2. Come into your reverse warrior. And then lift, eagle. Take your left leg and wrap it around your right at the back of the mat. Left elbow under the right. Unravel. Grab your left big toe. Start to turn and open the pose. Look to the left. Step that left foot big and wide, warrior 2. Reverse. And take it into your half moon chain. Press up. Step it back. Lower your right knee. Inhale and lengthen your heart up. And then we have half split. Go ahead and lean back. Heart stays forward. Maybe it's a little taller. Wrap your left thigh down. from here, lean into your left foot, and we're just gonna slide the right shin in so that we're seated, and then bring it forward and take the left shin in front of the right shin. So you're like that. You create a triangle between the legs. Gently push into the pinky edges of your feet. As you lean back, let your heart sink down just a little bit. And then press your tailbone forward, and then let your heart fold over your legs. The arms might come wide. As you do this, try not to completely sickle into the ankles and just let the inner, the sides of the ankle bones there take all the weight. Bring some of the flex into the pinky toe edges of your feet and avoid that side sickling. Finish the exhale, sit up, lean back, and change the cross of your shins. Flex into the outer ankle. And once again, push your tailbone, pubic bone. Just imagine that coming straight forward. And then letting yourself lean over your legs. Start to sit up, lean back, lift the knees up for a moment towards the chest, give them a hold, lift the heart. Let's take the legs out long in front of us for a forward fold. Bring your hands down by the tops of your thighs. And as you press into the floor, lift your bum and scooch it back while your heart leans forward. See how that feels today. Keep lengthening the belly wide and up just a bit as you spill your spine over your legs. Legs are gently firm, pressing away from your heart. Folding the head down. Then you can turn your chin. And here, still if you can, see if you can feel that tailbone energetically forward. And then from your navel forward and up, lifting your heart. Start to press into your sitting bones, lift your spine. Reach for your big toes and lock. From here, you will slide your heels in. You might take some of your mat with you like I just did. Press into your toes, lift into your boat with a lock. Tailbone forward, heart up. Let the head lean back. Slowly, look up. We'll release that. Release your toes. your legs come down, really slow, lower them. And we'll come back into a seat. Press into the hands as you lean forward. Lift your tail up. Lift the heart. Maybe you float your heels. Now, if lifting your heels isn't an option, you can play with, you might get a cramp like I'm getting right now, but you can play with how far forward, pressing both heels, lifting your thighs up. One heel presses the other leg lifts at a time. Shake out your thighs in between. And then the second way, you can press and lift the other one, and then release down. Take a moment bending your knees. And then one more time. If the lift off isn't there, that's okay. I want you to explore leaning into your hands, pressing down and lifting your pelvic floor up. And just seeing how that feels. Okay, we'll take one more round or try, or if you're in the middle of something, just follow it through. And then come onto your back with your knees bent if you'd like. Take a Supta Baddha Konasana or a reclined half lotus. And then just give permission to the upper quad here to relax. Maybe some of your inner groin responded there. And just breathe. And then closing the feet down, setting up for a bridge pose. Adjusting the arm bones, and then lifting on up. And take your time here, offering the heart to the sky, adjusting the chin. You don't have to shove the chest into the chin there. Instead, but take what feels most elongating and also safe for your neck. Last breath. And lower the hips down. Let your knees rock side to side. And then let's take the right ankle over the left thigh, and then let that twist to the right. And over time, maybe you can get the inner left knee down to the floor. And then slide the right leg off, lift the left knee up. Find your neutral space on your back. Take the left ankle over the right knee and let that tilt over to the left. And then you can play with the angle of that right thigh, getting the knee down towards the floor. No force. If you get any expressive talking or anything that feels like a no in your outer hip or in your knee, just draw your knees taller or towards your chest or undo the bind. Come back onto your pelvis. Find your neutral spine. Draw your knees in for a moment. Give them a quick squeeze. Last breath in Legs extend long. Lean forward a bit, pick up your pelvis and move it back in space. Sitting bone or tailbone forward, heart forward, leaning from your waist, whatever angle you can is great. And then pick the heart up from the navel, reach the left hand over to the right foot. And we're just gonna twist this time. Right hand behind the back, left elbow begins to bend as you reach your heart towards the floor. So we're forward leaning, we're lengthening one side, the right side, and we're twisting over to the right. From there, that right arm might reach up over the ear, and then eventually catch the left foot. One more breath. Lift the right arm up, lift your chest up, and to the middle. Relax, let the breath go. Let the belly relax and respond a little bit. And then again, the tailbone moves the heart forward, find a bit of a lean. Navel lifts the heart, reach the right hand over to the left foot. Start to bend the left elbow as you fold down. And then turn up and open to the left. Then you can lengthen your left waist if you'd like, and reach for the right foot, but we're going to keep twisting to the left. Untwist, lift up through the middle, sweep both arms up overhead, and hands through heart. Onto the spine one more time. Lie back, give your knees a hug, release any hold or any patterns of tension that might have come through that. Forward fold. And then we'll come back into bridge pose, and from bridge pose, we'll do 3 rounds of our Brahmari breath. This time, we won't plug the ears, but we'll just do the exhalation as a hum 3 times. Go ahead and lower your feet. As you lift up the space from the solar plexus through the throat, where a lot of anxiety can be trapped. Let's just imagine we're giving it a door to escape from. And as we hold ourselves up here and breathe, close the eyes. Imagine that your ears are closed. And when the exhale moves around your body, let it eradicate any remaining stress that you might have today. When you're ready, slowly inhale through the nose. And then again, the exhale is just humming for as long as you can go. No stress or strain. And begin. Second round. Re-engage in the pose if you're getting warm. Find a little more space for your heart. Last round. Release the arms, lower your spine down. Take a couple moments, just feeling that out. And through that practice, just gaining a sense of trusting the sensation in your body and what it might be telling you when we don't always have the verbal or the vocabulary to explain or understand what's going on. When you're feeling prepared, go ahead and extend one limb at a time. Any last movements or wiggles you might have. Just start to encourage that final shape of choice. Giving yourself a moment to truly rest and just savor the space you create in your body, in your mind during this practice. Continue releasing any muscular tension, any mental gripping. Just keep inviting in ease and peace. Start to connect with just little movements through the body, through the fingers and the toes. Let the head turn side to side. As you're needing, begin to make your way to a seat. Or just lingering there in any position that feels comforting and nourishing for you. And hopefully, my goal is that you feel a little less stressed out. And stress can come in so many different ways for so many of us. So just be mindful of that. Be gentle with yourselves. Be kind to yourselves and each other. And I truly hope that you're feeling held and well. And thank you for practicing here always here at Flex and Flow. My name is Alissa Marguerite Yoga, and it's so lovely to be here. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. You're welcome.